Question 1. What does a solid yellow line on your side of the road indicate? A. Passing is allowed at any time. B. Passing is not allowed. C. Parking is allowed for commercial vehicles. D. The road will end soon. Answer. B. Passing is not allowed. A solid yellow line on your side of the road means that passing is not allowed from your direction. Question 2. How should you react to a traffic signal that has just turned yellow? A. Speed up to beat the red light. B. Stop immediately, regardless of your position. C. Continue at your current speed. D. Prepare to stop if it is safe to do so. Answer. D. Prepare to stop if it is safe to do so. A yellow traffic signal means caution and indicates that the light will soon turn red. You should prepare to stop if you can do so safely. Otherwise, proceed with caution. Question 3. What is the legal blood alcohol concentration? BAC. Limit for drivers aged 21 and over in California. A. 0, 8%. B. 0, 5%. C. 0, 10%. D. 0, 0%. Answer. A. 0, 8%. In California, the legal BAC limit for drivers 21 and over is 0, 8%, beyond which a driver is considered impaired. Question 4. When are you allowed to pass another vehicle on the right? A. When the vehicle is making a left turn and there is room to pass. B. On a one-way street. C. When driving on a multi-lane highway. D. All of the above. Answer. D. All of the above. You are allowed to pass another vehicle on the right under certain conditions, including when the vehicle you are overtaking is making a left turn on a one-way street, or when driving on a multi-lane highway where there is room to pass. Question 5. What should you do if you are involved in a traffic collision? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Only exchange information if there are injuries. C. Exchange information with the other driver and report the collision if there are injuries or significant damage. D. Wait for the police to arrive before doing anything. Answer. C. Exchange information with the other driver and report the collision if there are injuries or significant damage. It's important to exchange information and report the collision to the authorities if required. Question 6. Describe the actions you should take when you hear a siren or see flashing lights of an emergency vehicle. A. Speed up and try to outpace the emergency vehicle. B. Continue driving at the same speed and direction. C. Pull over to the right and stop. D. Only stop if the emergency vehicle is following you. Answer. C. Pull over to the right and stop. When you hear a siren or see flashing lights of an emergency vehicle, you should pull over to the right side of the road and stop to allow it to pass safely. Question 7. What is the speed limit in school zones when children are present? A. 15 miles per hour. B. 25 miles per hour. C. 35 miles per hour. D. 45 miles per hour. Answer. B. 25 miles per hour. The speed limit in school zones when children are present is typically 25 miles per hour unless otherwise posted. Question 8. What does a flashing red traffic light signify? A. The traffic light is out of order. B. Proceed with caution. C. Stop and proceed when safe. D. Yield to oncoming traffic. Answer. C. Stop and proceed when safe. A flashing red traffic light means you must come to a complete stop and may proceed only when it is safe to do so. Question 9. How should you react if you encounter a pedestrian crossing at a crosswalk with no signals? A. Encourage the pedestrian to cross quickly. B. Continue driving since there are no signals. C. Stop and let the pedestrian cross. D. Honk to alert the pedestrian of your presence. Answer. C. Stop and let the pedestrian cross. You must always yield to pedestrians at crosswalks, regardless of whether there are signals. Question 10. What steps should you take when merging onto the freeway? A. Slow down and wait for an opening. B. Stop before merging. C. Speed up to match the flow of traffic and merge when safe. D. Merge immediately without checking traffic. Answer: C. Speed up to match the flow of traffic and merge when safe. When merging onto the freeway, you should accelerate to the same speed as traffic on the freeway and merge when it is safe to do so. Question 11. Describe the proper use of safety belts for adults and children in a vehicle. A. Only the driver needs to wear a safety belt. B. All passengers and the driver must wear safety belts. Children should be in appropriate safety seats. C. Only passengers in the front seat need to wear safety belts. D. Safety belts are optional for adults in the back seat. Answer: B. All passengers and the driver must wear safety belts. Children should be in appropriate safety seats. It is required by law for all occupants of a vehicle to use safety belts, and children should be in age and size appropriate car seats or boosters. Question 12. What is the California Basic Speed Law? A. Never exceed 65 miles per hour. B. Drive at a speed safe for road conditions. C. Always keep to the minimum speed limit. D. The speed limit is the maximum speed under ideal conditions. Answer: B. Drive at a speed safe for road conditions. The California Basic Speed Law states that you must never drive faster than is safe for current conditions, regardless of the posted speed limit. Question 13. How far in advance must you signal before turning or changing lanes? A. At least 50 feet. B. At least 100 feet. C. At least 200 feet. D. At least 5 seconds before turning or changing lanes. Answer: B. At least 100 feet. You must signal at least 100 feet before turning or changing lanes to give other drivers and pedestrians ample warning of your intentions. Question 14. What are the consequences of driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs? A. A warning for the first offense. B. Mandatory attendance in a driving school. C. Fines, license suspension, and possible jail time. D. No consequences if no damage is caused. Answer: C. Fines, license suspension, and possible jail time. Driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs can result in serious consequences, including fines, the suspension of your driving license, and possibly jail time. Question 15. When can you legally make a U-turn in a residential district? A. Anytime, as long as it is not prohibited by a sign. B. Only during daylight hours. C. When no cars are approaching for 200 feet. D. At intersections only. Answer: A. Anytime, as long as it is not prohibited by a sign. You can legally make a U-turn in a residential district unless it is expressly prohibited by a sign and it is safe to do so. Question 16. What does a white painted curb mean? A. Loading zone for freight only. B. Short stops only. C. Loading zone for passengers or mail only. D. No stopping, standing, or parking. Answer plain text. Answer: C. Loading zone for passengers or mail only. A white painted curb means that the area is designated for the loading or unloading of passengers or mail only for a short duration. Question 17. How should you adjust your driving in foggy conditions? A. Increase your speed to get out of the fog faster. B. Use your high beams for better visibility. C. Follow other vehicles closely to use their lights for guidance. D. Use your low beams and reduce your speed. Answer: D. Use your low beams and reduce your speed. In foggy conditions, it's safer to use your low beam headlights and reduce your speed to increase visibility and reaction time. Question 18. What are the rules for using your cell phone while driving? A. Use of handheld cell phone is allowed for calling only. B. Use of any cell phone without a hands-free device is prohibited. C. Texting is allowed if you are using voice-to-text technology. D. Handheld use is permitted in emergency situations. Answer. B. Use of any cell phone without a hands-free device is prohibited. California law prohibits all drivers from using handheld cell phones while driving, except in certain emergency situations. Question 19. How do you properly yield the right-of-way to emergency vehicles? A. Continue driving at the same speed in your lane. B. Pull over to the right and stop, regardless of the direction. C. Speed up to clear the way faster. D. Stop immediately, even if you are in an intersection. Answer. B. Pull over to the right and stop, regardless of the direction. When you see or hear an emergency vehicle approaching with lights flashing and slash or siren on, you should pull over to the right side of the road and stop to allow it to pass safely. Question 20. What is the correct procedure for stopping at a stop sign with no white line on the road? A. Stop at least 20 feet from the stop sign. B. Stop only if pedestrians are present. C. Stop at the point nearest the intersecting roadway where you have a view of approaching traffic. D. You do not have to stop if there is no white line. Answer. C. Stop at the point nearest the intersecting roadway where you have a view of approaching traffic. If there's no white line or crosswalk, stop at a point where you can see oncoming traffic before proceeding. Question 21. When is it illegal to use your horn? A. When approaching or passing another vehicle. B. To alert another driver who is not paying attention. C. Near blind corners to warn others. D. To scare animals away from the roadway. Answer. D. To scare animals away from the roadway. Using your horn to scare animals away from the roadway is considered a proper use, not illegal. Horns should be used only to ensure safe driving. Question 22. Describe the correct way to use roundabouts or traffic circles. A. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. B. Always keep to the left. C. Enter at high speed to maintain traffic flow. D. The vehicle to the right has the right of way. Answer. A. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Drivers should yield to traffic already in the roundabout and follow the circle to the right until they reach their exit. Question 23. How should you react to a school bus that has stopped with its lights flashing? A. Pass quickly before the bus moves. B. Stop only if children are crossing the road. C. Continue at normal speed if no children are visible. D. Stop as long as the bus has its lights flashing and stop sign extended. Answer. D. Stop as long as the bus has its lights flashing and stop sign extended. It's required to stop for a school bus when its lights are flashing and stop sign is extended to ensure the safety of disembarking children. Question 24. What does a green arrow showing with a red traffic light mean? A. You must stop and wait for a green signal. B. You may proceed in the direction of the arrow after yielding to pedestrians. C. You may turn in any direction. D. You should prepare to stop. Answer. B. You may proceed in the direction of the arrow after yielding to pedestrians. A green arrow with a red traffic light means you can proceed in the direction of the arrow, but must first yield to any pedestrians. Question 25. When is it required to stop for a school bus on a divided highway? A. Always, regardless of direction. B. Only if you are on the same side as the bus. C. Never, because the highway is divided. D. Only if the bus is on your side and you are turning. Answer. B. Only if you are on the same side as the bus. On a divided highway, you are required to stop for a school bus with flashing lights only if you are driving on the same side of the road as the bus. Question 26. What actions should you take if your vehicle's brakes fail? A. Pump the brake pedal rapidly. B. Apply the parking brake slowly and steadily. C. Shift to a lower gear and look for a safe place to slow to a stop. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of the above. If your vehicle's brakes fail, you should pump the brake pedal, apply the parking brake slowly, shift to a lower gear, and look for a safe place to stop. Question 27. How can you avoid rear-end collisions in heavy traffic? A. By frequently changing lanes. B. By maintaining a safe following distance. C. By speeding up to keep pace with traffic. D. By using your horn to alert drivers behind you. Answer: B. By maintaining a safe following distance. Maintaining a safe following distance allows you more time to react and can help avoid rear-end collisions. Question 28. What is the significance of a no U-turn sign? A. U-turns are allowed outside urban areas. B. U-turns are permitted at the sign. C. U-turns are prohibited at the location of the sign. D. Indicates an upcoming U-turn lane. Answer: C. U-turns are prohibited at the location of the sign. A no U-turn sign indicates that making a U-turn at that location is illegal. Question 29. How should you position your car's mirrors to minimize blind spots? A. Adjust mirrors so the side of your car is barely visible. B. Tilt mirrors towards the ground. C. Position mirrors to see directly behind you. D. Keep mirrors inward to view the edge of your car. Answer: A. Adjust mirrors so the side of your car is barely visible. Properly adjusting your mirrors to minimize the view of your own vehicle helps reduce blind spots and improve visibility of other vehicles. Question 30. What does a flashing yellow traffic light mean? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop and wait for a green light. C. Traffic light is out of order. D. Yield to oncoming traffic. Answer: A. Proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light means you should slow down and proceed with caution, but you do not need to stop unless it is necessary for safety. Question 31. Describe the proper way to make a right turn at an intersection. A. Signal at least 100 feet before the turn. B. Check for pedestrians and cyclists. C. Both A and B. D. Turn rapidly to avoid holding up traffic. Answer: C. Both A and B. You should signal at least 100 feet before the turn and check for pedestrians and cyclists before making a right turn at an intersection. Question 32. What are the rules regarding child passenger safety seats? A. Children under 8 must be in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. B. Children can sit in the front seat with a seatbelt if they are over 5. C. Booster seats are optional for children over 6. D. Children under 12 must sit in the back seat, regardless of whether a car seat is used. Answer: A. Children under 8 must be in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. California law requires children under the age of 8 to be secured in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. Question 33. How should you handle a tire blowout while driving? A. Brake immediately to stop the car. B. Maintain your speed and steer straight until the car stops. C. Gradually slow down and steer in the direction of the skid. D. Keep the car steady, gradually slow down, and pull off the roadway. Answer: D. Keep the car steady, gradually slow down, and pull off the roadway. In the event of a tire blowout, it's important to keep the vehicle steady, avoid braking suddenly, slowly reduce speed, and pull over to a safe location. Question 34. What are the guidelines for safe following distances on the highway? A. The 2-second rule. B. The 3-second rule. C. The 4-second rule. D. The 5-second rule. Answer: B. The 3-second rule To maintain a safe following distance on the highway, you should follow the 3-second rule, which helps ensure enough time to react to hazards. Question 35. When is it legal to drive in the carpool lane? A. During off-peak hours only. B. When you have at least one passenger. C. Anytime if you are driving a hybrid or electric vehicle. D. When you meet the minimum occupancy requirements posted. Answer D. When you meet the minimum occupancy requirements posted. Carpool lanes have specific occupancy requirements, and it's legal to drive in these lanes only when you meet or exceed the plain text. Minimum occupancy requirements indicated by signage for that lane. Question 36. How should you respond if you accidentally drive past your freeway exit? A. Stop and back up on the freeway. B. Proceed to the next exit. C. Use the emergency turnaround. D. Drive on the freeway shoulder to the exit. Answer B. Proceed to the next exit. If you miss your freeway exit, you should proceed safely to the next exit. Stopping or reversing on the freeway is dangerous and illegal. Question 37. What does a solid white line between lanes of traffic indicate? A. Lanes are shifting. B. You are free to change lanes. C. Lane changes are discouraged. D. Traffic is moving in opposite directions. Answer C. Lane changes are discouraged. A solid white line between lanes of traffic indicates that lane changes are discouraged due to safety concerns, though not necessarily prohibited. Question 38. When and how should you signal if you are turning at an intersection? A. Signal at least 50 feet before the turn. B. Signal as you begin the turn. C. Signal at least 100 feet before the turn. D. No need to signal if turning right. Answer C. Signal at least 100 feet before the turn. It's important to signal at least 100 feet before turning at an intersection to give other drivers and pedestrians ample notice of your intent to turn. Question 39. What does the term right-of-way mean and how does it apply to driving? A. The right to proceed first, regardless of traffic conditions. B. A rule that allows faster drivers to go first. C. The privilege granted by other drivers to proceed in a specific direction without interference. D. An entitlement for vehicle owners. Answer C. The privilege granted by other drivers to proceed in a specific direction without interference. Right-of-way is a concept that helps manage traffic flow by indicating who has the privilege to proceed first in various driving scenarios, promoting safety and efficiency. Question 40. What is the proper action to take when approaching a railroad crossing with flashing lights? A. Speed up to cross before the train arrives. B. Stop, then proceed if you do not see a train. C. Continue at a steady pace. D. Stop and do not proceed until the lights have stopped flashing. Answer D. Stop and do not proceed until the lights have stopped flashing. When approaching a railroad crossing with flashing lights, it is essential to stop and wait until the lights have stopped flashing, indicating it is safe to proceed. Question 41. How should you react if you are driving and encounter fog? A. Turn on your high beams for better visibility. B. Use your fog lights or low beams. C. Increase your speed to exit the foggy area quickly. D. Follow other vehicles closely to stay on track. Answer B. Use your fog lights or low beams. In fog, high beams can reflect off the fog and impair visibility. Using fog lights or low beams improves your visibility to others without reducing your own visibility. Question 42. What does a yield sign mean, and what action should you take when you see one? A. Accelerate to merge with traffic. B. Come to a complete stop and then proceed. C. Slow down, check for traffic, and proceed when safe. D. Ignore the sign if the road seems clear. Answer C. Slow down, check for traffic, and proceed when safe. A yield sign means you must slow down and give way to all traffic and pedestrians. proceeding only when it's safe. Question 43. How do you handle a situation where you are being tailgated? A. Tap your brakes to signal the tailgater to back off. B. Slow down and encourage the tailgater to pass. C. Increase your speed to put distance between you and the tailgater. D. Maintain your speed and increase your following distance from the vehicle in front. Answer: D. Maintain your speed and increase your following distance from the vehicle in front. This reduces the need for sudden stops, giving both you and the tailgater more time to react. Question 44. What are the rules for parking on a hill? A. Turn your wheels away from the curb. B. Always park parallel to the curb. C. Turn your wheels so the car will roll away from the center of the road if the brakes fail. D. Turn your wheels so the car will roll towards the curb or away from traffic if the brakes fail. Answer: D. Turn your wheels so the car will roll towards the curb or away from traffic if the brakes fail. This practice prevents the car from rolling into traffic. Question 45. What does a blue curb indicate? A. Short-term parking only. B. Handicap parking. C. Loading zone. D. No parking at any time. Answer: B. Handicap parking. A blue curb is designated for handicap parking, requiring a valid placard or license plate. Question 46. How do you proceed when a traffic signal is out of order? A. Treat it as a stop sign. B. Proceed with caution. C. The first vehicle to arrive has the right of way. D. Ignore the outage and proceed as normal. Answer: A. Treat it as a stop sign. When a traffic signal is out of order, treat the intersection as if it is controlled by stop signs in all directions. Question 47. What should you do if you are involved in a minor traffic collision with no injuries? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Move your vehicle out of traffic, if possible, and then exchange information. C. Wait for police to arrive before doing anything. D. Only exchange information if the other party requests it. Answer: B. Move your vehicle out of traffic, if possible, and then exchange information. It's important to ensure safety and clear traffic. Question 48. When should you use your vehicle's headlights during the day? A. Only in foggy conditions. B. When it is raining. C. On small, narrow roads. D. In any adverse weather conditions and when visibility is reduced. Answer: D. In any adverse weather conditions and when visibility is reduced, using headlights during the day in poor visibility conditions helps others see your vehicle. Question 49. What does a diamond-shaped traffic sign indicate? A. The road is for pedestrian use only. B. A scenic lookout point is ahead. C. A warning or hazard ahead. D. An upcoming rest area. Answer: C. A warning or hazard ahead. Diamond-shaped signs are used to warn drivers of special conditions or hazards ahead. Question 50. How should you react if you start to skid on a slippery road? A. Brake hard and keep the wheel straight. B. Steer in the opposite direction of the skid. C. Steer in the direction of the skid to regain control. D. Accelerate to straighten out the vehicle. Answer: C. Steer in the direction of the skid to regain control. This helps realign the vehicle's direction and regain steering control. Question 51. What is the procedure for making a left turn from a two-way street onto a one-way street? A. Turn into the right lane of the one-way street. B. Turn into any lane that is safely available. C. Turn into the left lane of the one-way street. D. Stay in the center lane throughout the turn. Answer: B. Turn into any lane that is safely available. When turning from a two-way street onto a one-way street, turn into the lane that is safely available and closest to the direction of the turn. Question 52. When is it permissible to cross double yellow lines? A. To overtake and pass another vehicle. B. When turning left into a driveway or side street. C. To park on the other side of the street. D. Never. Answer. B. When turning left into a driveway or side street. Crossing double yellow lines is permitted when entering or exiting driveways or making left turns where permitted. Question 53. What are the penalties for not stopping for a school bus with flashing red lights? A. A warning for the first offense. B. A fine only. C. Fines and possible suspension of your driver's license. D. Community service hours. Answer. C. Fines and possible suspension of your driver's license. Failing to stop for a school bus with flashing red lights can result in significant penalties, including fines and suspension of driving privileges. Question 54. What should you do if you find yourself in an intersection when the signal light turns red? A. Reverse out of the intersection. B. Proceed through the intersection quickly. C. Stay stationary until the light turns green again. D. Complete your turn or proceed through the intersection as safely as possible. Answer. D. Complete your turn or proceed through the intersection as safely as possible. If you're already in the intersection when the light turns red, safely complete your action to clear the intersection. Question 55. How should you adjust your driving based on weather conditions? A. Maintain normal speeds to keep traffic flowing. B. Use cruise control for better handling. C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. D. Only adjust driving at night. Answer. C. Reduce speed and increase following distance. Adverse weather conditions require slower speeds and greater distances between vehicles to account for decreased visibility and increased stopping distances. Question 56. What does a bike lane sign indicate, and how should drivers treat bike lanes? A. Parking is allowed in the bike lane. B. The lane is shared between bicycles and motor vehicles. C. The lane is reserved for bicycles, and motor vehicles should not use or obstruct it. D. Bicycles are not allowed. Answer. C. The lane is reserved for bicycles, and motor vehicles should not use or obstruct it. Bike lanes are designated for the exclusive use of cyclists and should not be used or obstructed by motor vehicles. Drivers must yield to bicyclists in the bike lane and avoid driving or parking in it. Question 57. What steps should you follow if your vehicle starts to hydroplane? A. Brake hard to slow the vehicle down. B. Accelerate to regain traction. C. Steer in the direction you want to go and slowly ease off the gas. D. Turn the steering wheel back and forth to regain control. Answer. C. Steer in the direction you want to go and slowly ease off the gas. If your vehicle starts to hydroplane, it's important to steer gently in the direction you want to go and ease off the accelerator without making sudden moves. Question 58. What are the rules regarding the use of headphones while driving? A. Headphones can be used in both ears for music only. B. Using headphones in one ear is allowed for all purposes. C. Wearing headphones in both ears while driving is prohibited. D. Headphones are allowed as long as you can hear sirens and horns. Answer. C. Wearing headphones in both ears while driving is prohibited. This rule is in place to ensure drivers can hear traffic and emergency signals at all times. Question 59. What does an exit-only sign on the freeway indicate? A. The lane ends and merges into another lane. B. The lane leads directly to an exit, and staying in it will take you off the freeway. C. All vehicles in this lane must increase their speed. D. This is the only lane that can be used to exit the freeway at the next off-ramp. Answer. B. The lane leads directly to an exit, and staying in it will take you off the freeway. An exit-only sign indicates that the lane you are in will exit the freeway, and if you do not wish to take that exit, you should merge into another lane. Question 60. How should you treat a pedestrian who is crossing the street at an unmarked crosswalk? A. Yield the right of way to the pedestrian. B. Continue driving since the crosswalk is not marked. C. Honk to alert the pedestrian to hurry. D. Pedestrians have the right of way only at marked crosswalks. Answer. A. Yield the right of way to the pedestrian. Even at unmarked crosswalks, drivers are required to yield to pedestrians crossing the street, ensuring their safety and adhering to right-of-way laws. Question 61. What does a slippery when wet sign warn you about, and how should you adjust your driving? A. Increase your speed to maintain traction. B. Use your brakes frequently to test traction. C. Slow down and avoid sudden movements. D. There is no need to adjust your driving. Answer. C. Slow down and avoid sudden movements. This sign indicates that roads may be slippery when wet, advising drivers to reduce speed and avoid sudden changes in direction or speed to prevent skids. Question 62. What should you do if you're entering a freeway and the ramp is short? A. Stop at the end of the ramp until it is clear to merge. B. Merge immediately without accelerating. C. Accelerate quickly to match the speed of freeway traffic. D. Slow down and wait for a large gap in traffic. Answer. C. Accelerate quickly to match the speed of freeway traffic. Short ramps require you to accelerate quickly to safely merge with the flow of traffic on the freeway. Question 63. Describe what you should do if you experience engine trouble on the highway. A. Continue driving to the next exit. B. Turn on your emergency flashers and try to coast to the shoulder. C. Stop in your current lane and wait for help. D. Accelerate to keep up with traffic until you can exit. Answer. B. Turn on your emergency flashers and try to coast to the shoulder. If you experience engine trouble, it's important to move your vehicle out of traffic and onto the shoulder safely. Question 64. What does a yellow and black diamond-shaped sign indicate? A. School zone. B. Hospital nearby. C. Warning or caution. D. No passing zone. Answer. C. Warning or caution. Yellow and black diamond-shaped signs are used to warn drivers of specific road conditions or hazards ahead, requiring attention and possible action. Question 65. What is the significance of an end school zone sign? A. Indicates the beginning of a school zone. B. Marks the end of a school zone and the resumption of the regular speed limit. C. Warns of an upcoming school crossing. D. Indicates a reduced speed limit ahead. Answer. B. Marks the end of a school zone and the resumption of the regular speed limit. This sign informs drivers that they are leaving a school zone and the regular speed limit resumes.